Hey everyone, it's great to see you all again. We are here at the beautiful Yosemite National Park in California. And as you can see, it is a bright sunny day. There's not a cloud in the sky, not the best for photography, but I have my Sony 100-400 on me, and I'm gonna take you around the park to a couple locations to see what we can capture. I hope you all enjoy. So as I mentioned before, bright blue skies with no clouds is such a hard photography condition to pull off. And especially when you're using a wide angle lens, you're going to have at least a little bit, if not a lot, of sky in your photo. And in addition to the harsh light that bright sunny days put off, it's just really hard. So having a telephoto lens like a 100-400 or even a 70-200 in some cases allows you to focus on and pick out specific details or pocket of light in your scene, allowing you to be less condition dependent and still come out with great photos. For example, we are able to zoom in on this waterfall almost up to the base of it, and if you could see, it's pretty far away. But if we were to take a wide angle shot, and obviously this isn't going to be a wide angle because this is 100 mil, but the sky is just boring and the light is just harsh. But being able to zoom in all the way to the waterfall and capture the water flowing down the rock is really something I want to capture. So I'm going to take some images here and maybe head over to Bridalveil to try to take a couple images, just really focusing on the flow of the water.
Now both of these were captured at Bridalveil Fall, and in this second image it almost appears to me that there's a face in the middle of the fall. Let me know if you can see it.
So now I'm in the valley shooting up towards Yosemite Falls up there. And one thing that sunny skies do help with is rainbow. So I'm really hoping that a rainbow forms in the falls at some point. And if it doesn't, there are an infinite number of other compositions. Let me just show you. If I just go up and down, I'm just zoomed in all the way to 400 mil here. And I can just go up and down the falls and find an infinite number of just compositions, and the fact that the falls is always changing and it's a windy day, so there are just multiple compositions within the falls. But this one right here with the falls falling on the rock right there in the middle is definitely one that I've been trying to play around with. I really like how it's falling on that rock and how the water looks, so I'm going to play around with it a little bit more. When shooting waterfalls, no matter if you're doing wide angle or telephoto, just be mindful. I have another video kind of going through how to shoot waterfalls, but one big tip is to play around with the shutter speed, whether you need to bump up the ISO to get a faster shutter speed depending on the time of day and everything. That is okay. You can always fix that in post, but play around with the shutter speed if you want to capture the power and the fine details of the water falling, or do you want a milky smooth waterfall? So just play around with that. Let me see what I could capture.
After striking out at Yosemite Falls, I headed back up to Tunnel View, and after a few hours of waiting, this happened.
So just got done at Tunnel View. That was an absolutely amazing experience. I knew there was a chance. I just didn't know if it was gonna happen. I was there for a while, and then I looked and I saw a little bit of red forming at the base of the waterfall, and then all of a sudden it just engulfed the entire waterfall in a rainbow. It was so cool, and it only lasted like 5 to 10 minutes. So it was important that I was ready to get the shot, and I knew what I was looking for. And when everything came together, sometimes it doesn't, but when everything came together, I was just ready to do it. So I'm headed to the village right now to charge up my batteries for sunset. It looks like there are a few clouds in the sky. Hopefully they stick around, and we should have a pretty decent sunset. So I'll see you then. So I made it down to the valley for sunrise, and let me tell you, I cannot catch a break with these clouds. It has been clear the entire time. So I'm trying a wide angle composition down here at Valley View, but the sky isn't cooperating very well. There are a couple clouds, so maybe something can turn out, but let me just show you kind of what I'm looking at. So here is the composition I have, and I'll need to bracket this obviously a little bit, but I got the rocks in the foreground leading up to the Yosemite Valley. So I'm gonna wait around a little bit for the sun to come through and see if the lighting gets any better, but we'll see. Hopefully we can make something happen.
Unfortunately, sunrise didn't pan out, but I came back later that night and was greeted with absolutely gorgeous sunset lighting. As the light fell, I thought about which places I would go back that I scouted out the day before. So the next day, I headed over to Lower Yosemite Falls. This is what I captured. To me, this feels like a standoff between the Goliath of the rock and the metaphorical hero of the tree standing up to its opponent. Let me know what you think.
So I'm in the meadows all by myself here with Yosemite Falls right behind me, right in front of me actually. And I wanted to take a wide angle lens and just come walk around the meadows to try to find something, but I realized as I was walking around that sometimes I forget that not every composition has to be incredibly intricate and complicated. So this one right here, I have a very simple composition with the light flowing across the trees here, and then the shadow is looking really nice on Yosemite Falls. It's a very simple composition. I'll show you what I'm looking at here. So we have the light flowing across the trees here, and the light on Yosemite Falls is just beautiful. So I wanted to capture that. I also wanted to bring the attention to simplifying some compositions. Sometimes the simplest compositions can be very impactful and important as well, and I think that this is a photo that I'm going to look back at and be really glad I took it, not only because I'm liking the composition so far, but also I think it's a good memory and it has a story to it, just me by myself in the meadows looking at Yosemite Falls. So I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention, but let's see how this photo turned out.
Like I mentioned before, this isn't the most complicated or interesting composition, but to me it holds a very important story. I ended up just sitting alone in the meadow for an hour or two, just embracing what was around me. Sometimes I feel like I'm too focused on the next photo or the next location that I forget where I am in that moment and to enjoy as it goes. But before I sign off, I wanted to show you a couple more images I captured on this beautiful trip.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know if you like this vlog style of content. I know I love to make it, so I'm definitely going to be coming out with more in the future. But other than that, if you could subscribe to my weekly newsletter for weekly updates. I also have print sales on my website. And for daily updates, like and follow my Facebook page. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.